You ever watch two hitters walk into a bar, one carrying a sledgehammer, the other carrying hope? That's today's vibe at Yankee Stadium. The New York Yankees, fresh off a win, standing tall at 1-0. And the Milwaukee Brewers, they're the poor souls at 0-1. Hoping to steal a drink without paying the tab. Game 2, 3-game series, Saturday afternoon in the Bronx. And the odds? Oh, they're telling you everything. Yankees, -158 favorites. Brewers, +137 underdogs. Total sitting at 8.5. Vegas ain't subtle. They think the Yankees own this one. Yesterday, New York didn't just win, they flexed. 4-2 final. Carlos Rodon diced the Brewers up like a Benihana chef. 5 1/3 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, 7 Ks. And Austin Wells. Kid went deep, 1 for 3 with a solo shot and an RBI. Meanwhile, Freddie Peralta pitched his guts out, 5 innings, 2 runs. 8 strikeouts, but walked away empty-handed. Now, let's talk today's duel. On the mound for the Yankees, Max Fried. First start of the season, but last year. Cold-blooded. 11 wins, 10 losses, 3.25 ERA, 1.164 WHIP over 29 games. Ranked 15th in ERA, 27th in WHIP, 27th in strikeouts per 9 innings at 8.6. This guy doesn't throw, he slices. The Brewers counter with Nestor Cortes Jr. First start of the year. Last time we saw him. October, tossing 1 2/3 scoreless innings against the Dodgers. Last season, 9 wins, 10 losses, 3.77 ERA, 1.153 WHIP in 31 games. ERA ranked 32nd, WHIP 24th, 8.4 strikeouts per 9 innings, 33rd best. Offense. Yankees last season were baseball's version of a bar fight. Nobody hit more home runs, 237 bombs. Slugging percentage of .429, 4th in the league. Batting average, 248, 8th overall. Scored 815 runs. 3rd most. On base percentage, 333, 3rd. Struck out just 8.2 times per game, 11th. Milwaukee, scrappy. 177 home runs, 16th in baseball. Slugging percentage of .403, 12th. Batting average, same as New York, 248, tied for 2nd. Scored 777 runs, 6th most. On base percentage, 326, 4th. But they struck out 9 times a game, ranking 21st. And the betting trends, buckle up. Yankees played the favorite role 142 times last season. 182, 57.7%. When favored at -162 or worse, like today, they cashed 64.7% of the time. The over, hit in 91 of their 174 games. Brewers, they wore the underdog badge 69 times, 137, 53.6%. When tagged at +137 or worse, 3 wins in 9 tries. Their games hit the over 84 out of 165 times. So here we are, Saturday in the Bronx, the Yankees walking in like the boss of the block, the Brewers trying to crash the party. And today's AI pick is Yankees moneyline at -158. The Bombers ain't just swinging, they're writing the script. Let's see if Milwaukee's got the guts to flip the ending tomorrow.
Well, here we are again, Twins versus Cardinals, round 2, and let me tell you, this matchup's about as close as my foot was to Clyde's mom's demon dog's mouth. Twins sitting at -117, Cardinals barely behind at -101. Vegas can't pick a side and frankly, neither can I without looking twice. Yesterday, Cardinals took it 5-3. Sonny Gray did 5 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. Lars Nootbaar, bless him, went 2 for 4, cranked 1 out, 2 RBIs. Pablo Lopez took the loss for the Twins, 5 innings, 2 runs, 8 hits, 3 Ks. Today, the Twins are sending out Joe Ryan. First start of the season. Last time he touched the mound? August against the Cubs, 2 innings. Last year, 7 wins, 7 losses, a sweet little 3.60 ERA, and a WHIP at 0.985, that's airtight. Their bats, they're no slouch. 183 home runs last year. Ranked 14th. Slugging percentage of .411, 11th. Batting average at 246, 12th. 742 runs scored, 10th best. On-base percentage of .315, ranked 11th, and only 8.1 strikeouts a game, 9th best. As favorites last year? Won 55.8%. When favored at -117 or worse, 54.8%. Overhit 83 times out of 162. Against the spread? 71 and 90, about as ugly as that bite I got from your mother's psycho mutt. Clyde.
You know, Bonnie, I'd almost feel bad for that dog if you weren't so unbearable about it. He's 5 pounds, for crying out loud. You act like he's Kuho with a vendetta. Let's talk about the Cardinals, the team that actually showed up yesterday. They snagged Game 1, 5-3. Sonny Gray pitched clean, Nubar hit a bomb, and the Twins looked like they forgot their bats. Today, Eric Fedor's on the hill for St. Louis. First start this season. Last time he pitched was back in September, 7 innings against the Rockies. Last year, 9-9 record, 3.30 ERA, 1.162 whip over 31 games. Ranked 17th in ERA, 26th in whip. Strikeouts per 9 innings at 7.8, 40th overall. The Cardinals' bats last year? Not great. 165 homers. 22nd in baseball. Slugging percentage of .392, ranked 19th. Batting average at .248, tied for second best. But only 672 runs scored, 22nd in the league. On base percentage of .312, ranked 14th. And they struck out 8.1 times per game, 10th lowest. As underdogs last year, won 50.6%. When listed at -101 or worse, 34 wins in 70 games. Overcashed 74 times in 161 games. But sure, Bonnie, let's keep blaming your limp on my mum's chihuahua from hell.
Clyde, I'd let the numbers speak for themselves if I thought you had the math skills to follow 'em. But since you want to play expert, let me remind you, the Twins ain't exactly soft. They hit 183 homers last year and still managed to swing the bat with discipline. And Joe Ryan? That ERA and whip don't lie. Meanwhile, your Cardinals' offense is about as threatening as that flea-ridden mutt your mother calls a pet. 672 runs scored last season? That's light work. They've got a decent average, sure. But they can't slug their way out of a paper bag. So while you're over there pretending like St. Louis is some offensive juggernaut, I'll be over here icing my ankle and waiting for Minnesota to do what they should have done yesterday, handle business.
And today's AI pick is Twins moneyline at minus 117. That's the play. Now maybe if the Twins win, Bonnie'll stop bringing up her life-threatening chihuahua attack every 5 minutes. But I doubt it.
You ever see a line so suspicious, even my alien sidekick Elvis raised an eyebrow? Royals versus Guardians today, Kansas City sitting at -125, Cleveland at +106, total locked at 8.5, and let me tell ya, the books are dangling this line like bait in front of a sucker. The Royals? Yeah, they win when they're supposed to. 63% as favorites last year, 65% when the line looked like this. Bobby Witt Jr., 32 homers, 109 RBIs, batting, 332. Salvador Perez, 27 bombs. Pasquantino. India, loaded lineup. But the Guardians? That's the guy at the poker table you don't see coming till he's stacking your chips. Ramirez with 39 home runs, Quan hitting, 292, Santana and Thomas just waiting to wreck your Saturday. And that total? 8.5. You know why? Because both these teams can rake. Yesterday, Guardians scored 7, Royals scored 5. The scoreboard operators got carpal tunnel by now, so don't overthink it, don't let the books trick you. And today's AI pick is over 8.5 runs. Elvis already bet it. I suggest you do the same.
You ever see something so ridiculous, so upside down, you start questioning reality itself? That's what happened last night. I am sitting there, minding my business, and the Chicago White Sox, the team that went 41 and 121 last year. A team so bad they should have been relegated to Little League, didn't just win a game. They obliterated the Angels 8-1. Sean Burke throws 6 scoreless. Sosa hits a bomb, and suddenly Chicago looks like the 27 Yankees. Get the hell out of here. And the books today. They're pretending it didn't happen. Angels still favored at -151. White Sox +140 dogs at home. Totals 8.5. It's like the sportsbooks woke up, saw that score, and said, nah, that can't be real. Angels are throwing Josh Sereno today. First start of the year. Last time he pitched was in August, 3 innings, barely broke a sweat. Last year? 6-7, 3.42 ERA, decent WHIP. But don't let the numbers fool you. This team's offense. Trash. 28th in batting average, slugging, runs scored, you name it. And yeah, the White Sox were worse. Last in everything. Dead last. A disaster. But last night, they flipped the script. So you know what? And today's AI pick is White Sox moneyline at plus 140. Because sometimes the universe doesn't make sense. And when it doesn't, you lean in, light a cigar, and say screw it.
You ever stare at a mismatch on paper and think, no way in hell the underdog pulls this off? Tigers versus Dodgers tonight. Dodger Stadium, Dodgers laying minus 144, Tigers plus 120 dogs, total at 9. Dodgers, 98 wins last year. Tigers 86, but here's the kicker, the Tigers ain't scared. Detroit's offense last year, below average. Batting. .234. Slugging, .385, struck out over 1,400 times. But their pitching staff? Top 5 in ERA. Gave up the 5th fewest runs in baseball. Reese Olson on the mound, career 3.75 ERA, 1.15 whip. This kid can pitch. The Dodgers? Oh. They're loaded. 233 homers last year, 842 runs scored, second best in the league. But you don't cash underdog tickets by following the script. And today's AI pick is Tigers moneyline at plus 120. Sometimes you gotta throw the dice and watch the empire crumble. Quick AI recap. Yankees moneyline, Twins, moneyline. Royals versus Guardians over 8.5, White Sox moneyline, Tigers moneyline. That's the board. 5 picks, no mercy, we're out.